So we're going to stop and talk a little bit about the compass plant. The compass plant is actually a type of sunflower. It has very deeply incised leaves, and they tend to be oriented more or less in a north-south direction. So early settlers on the Great Plains made their way through the dark by feeling the leaves. That's how it got its name. I'm not sure how accurate that it was, where they're grasping around at night looking for plants. Oh yeah, there we go, north. Got it. The hardened sap of the plant can be chewed like a gum. The Pawnee actually even made a herbal tea with it. So the compass plant has a history with Aldo Leopold as well. He wrote extensively about this in a segment of the A Sand County Almanac called A Prairie Birthday. Every July I watch eagerly a certain country graveyard that I pass driving to and from my farm. It's time for a Prairie birthday, and in one corner of this graveyard lies a surviving celebrant of that once important event. The graveyard is extraordinary only in being triangular instead of square, and harboring within a sharp angle of its fence a pinpoint remnant of native prairie on which the graveyard was established in the 1840s. Heretofore unreachable by scythe or mower, this yard-square relic of original Wisconsin gives birth each July to a man-high stalk of compass plant, or cutleaf silphium, spangled with saucer-sized yellow blooms resembling sunflowers. What 1,000 acres of silphiums look like when they tickled the bellies of the buffalo is a question never again to be answered, and perhaps not even asked. Silphium first became a personality to me when I tried to dig one up to move at my farm. It was like digging an oak sapling. After a half hour of hot, grimy labor, the root was still enlarging like a great vertical sweet potato. As far as I know, that silphium root went clear to bedrock. I got no silphium, but I learned by what elaborate underground stratagems that it contrives to weather the prairie droughts. This year I found the silphium in first bloom on the 24th of July, a week later than usual. During the last 6 years, the average day was 15th of July, and Leopold was a very famous phrenologist. He always kept track of dates for everything. When I passed the graveyard again on August 3rd, the fence had been removed by a road crew and the silphium cut. It's easy now to predict the future. In a few years, my silphium will try in vain to rise above the mowing machine, and then it will die. With it will die the prairie epoch. This is one little episode in the funeral of native flora, which in turn is one episode in the funeral of floras of the world. Mechanized man, oblivious of floras, is proud of his progress in cleaning up the landscape on which, willy-nilly, he must live out his days. It might be wise to prohibit all at once all teaching of real botany and real history, lest some future citizen suffer qualms about the floristic price of his good life.